I'm scrolling threads as you do, and I saw somebody say the WNBA needs to increase the length of games before they expand the rosters. There's not even enough minutes to play the players that can currently be on the roster. And then somebody in the comments replied with, so how then is the 40-minute college game long enough to play a roster of 15 plus? And then somebody else says, aren't the games 40 minutes the international standard? As far as I know, the only places on the planet that play 48 minutes are the NBA and some leagues in China. And so there's a few things going on there, but what I would say is that with the WNBA, the best players on the team get most of the minutes. So some teams I went through, because obviously every team has a significant injury or a small injury here or there, and so players didn't play all the games. But from what I was seeing, poking through a few of the teams, is that you have at least 3 players playing 30 minutes a game or more. Then you have that 4th player that's either a 30-minute player as far as the average, or they're at between 24 to 29. Then the rest of the players after that, that 5th player is probably going to be your starter, your other starter, and they're probably still playing 15 to 18 minutes, maybe 20 on some teams. And then it just trickles down from there. So by the time you get to 10, there's not really many minutes to go around. And then, like I said, if you have carrying 11 or 12, then whatever. In college, I saw I looked at UConn, and Paige Beckers was playing 30 minutes, a little like a decimal point over 30 minutes per game last year. Everybody else, 4 or 5 players, played 20 minutes a game, or between 20 and 25 minutes a game. And then it trickles down from there. And even then, it kind of still stopped at about 10 or 11. So while some of these college teams may play more players and things like that, the way they shift the minutes is different. And I can tell you right now in the WNBA, they're not going to take more minutes away from the stars. They're going to give them more. So even if they expand the minutes to the NBA 48, because a lot of people are calling the NBA 48 to come down to 40, regardless of where you land there, those best players are still going to get more minutes because they're the ones that cause these teams to win. So it's not we have more minutes. You keep your 30 minutes and we're going to play. You still have to think about game plan, about rotations, how good the people on the bench are and stuff like that is, and all of that. I think there's more of an answer that can solve, but I don't think the minutes thing is going to solve it because, like I said, you can't compare professional to college because it's a little different. The best players have some say, but not as much say as in the pros. If anything, the college players are just probably going to leave or something like that. But it's a little different when you're talking about shifting the minutes to have more versus trying to play people more strategically so that everybody can get minutes. Because if it was going to happen, it would have been happening already with the back end of the benches that are currently there.